nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Throwing first play is Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Herbert. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Herbert now. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at the 20. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, an 80-yard touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Herbert back to the air. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 2nd down. Howell now. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Herbert throwing again. And that one complete downfield to Allen. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Now throwing on 1st down here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Off play action. It's Howell. Rodgers brings it in. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Armani Rodgers, 28 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. out of the gun, Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down, 18 yards to go. Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 63 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being confident.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Sly on for the extra point. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to...
There he goes, right side. The 20. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside. flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, this has been a one-sided first half to this point, no doubt, but at least signs of life here. They're on the board.
Yeah, and I think if they went to the halftime down big with 0 points on the board, it'd be a struggle to see them come out in the second half and play well. So very important, vital here. And if they make a huge comeback, we'll look back at this moment and point to the start of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Second down throw for Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 78 yards.
And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Was trying to find Jahan Dotson, but it'll be second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Powell, another throw on second down.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Williams brings it in.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.